My name is Stephen Popovich, and this is the Reds Build exam for PHP. I got the task assignment for this exam. Let me start by talking about the login and registration page. Just double check. Both has validations. And one of the specific validations that you guys asked for is at least 8 characters for the password to make sure that it's secure. Let's just do this. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, and make it 7. Just double check and see it has to be at least be 8, and the date of birth with the calendar, and you can select as far as year, date, and all that. I already made an account, obviously, underneath my own personal email, and logging in. Okay, so here's the dashboard with 2 tables. One you can't see. I will later explain that. But here's all the tasks that are in my database as of right now. We have the logout, and out of the CRUD procedure, I did read, update, and delete. I had issues creating with my form over here. I'll discuss that later when we take a look at my code. So I did good practice and kept in mind that not to overfill or overwhelm my controller, so I split them up too and try to make it as organized as possible. Anything that has to do with login and validation, as you can see here, I specifically stated that it needed at least 8 length for the password. Everything else, it goes in the profile, and then it goes on to my second controller, which is the tasks, and goes to the dashboard, which is under for my main. So it starts out of the main, takes all this. This is the get all and get today. These are the 2 tables I was referring to, which we'll go more into detail, and which I was on before the exam was about to expire. So we got show new, everything that redirects goes on forth there. So starting with the controller, you specify which method you want to use. So for get all, I select all from tasks, and then for get today's, which I was working on, was select all from tasks where appointment date equals the current date. And I was working on configuring the data style in order for them to link in and sort. So going back to this, for the methods, each method has a query that executes a certain interface with the database, and then returning this function executes that variable or that query and the result array, because I want to show all the tasks in the database. And then this is for row, show by ID, which was very useful when going into the editing. So select all, and then I got the particular row specified on which ID it was part of. So let me show you the functions that I was able to do, which was the read, update, and delete. Obviously reading is right here. These are from my database, which I'll show you on my HTML code. You go to edit, it has the task, whether it's done, pending, that's the time or date it was updated or it was occurred, and here's the time. I can change the time. Corn concert, let's say it was a Katy Perry concert, I guess. So I'll update that. Okay, good. Interacting, pending, and I changed the date. So completely interactive. Just double check this too, pick up the kids and stuff like that. So the update, and now to check my delete. say no more picking up the kids is delete and is gone from my table. Specifying this, let's see, okay. Starting as my main, had a for each loop, specifying the task, which was the content or the actual task itself, the text in it, and then the time and the date of the appointment. I renamed them because time and date were used words when interfacing with the database, so I just decided to change them and avoid the issue. All my buttons are right and correct and are linked obviously individually to the particular task that is at hand, and then my input task down here all having a name particular to that task. So for the create, I did have issues with as far as a parameter. I kept on asking for the user ID, and me attaching the two tables together because this is a one-to-many database, one with users, name, email, password, date of birth, and then a second table which is tasks, which has time, date, well, which would actually be appointment time, appointment date, task, and status. There we go. Yeah, so I had those two. It was a one-to-many relationship, which you'll later see on the database I attached into my zip file. But yeah, that's about it. Log out works and everything, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed my project and my exam, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you, and have a great rest of the weekend. Once again, this was Stephen Popovich out of the San Jose, California Coding Dojo.